Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't going to record this week because I ran out of time, and I think in my mind one of the first rules of making videos for YouTube is that it should be art and it should add things of value to people's lives. Um, or you have to be really good at making dumb thumbnails. I'm not good at that, so. Uh, I wasn't going to go live, but I actually have some things to say this week, and frankly, the farm is just too pretty to not share with everybody. I mean, look at this. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So, uh, it's been a rough season, and I don't see it getting any less stressful anytime soon. So, this week I am drinking the Rocky Road Stout from Untitled Art in, I want to say Milwaukee? Oh, Wanakee, Wisconsin. Uh, It's an imperial stout with cacao nibs, toasted marshmallow, vanilla beans, almonds, and milk sugar, brewed and caned by Untitled Art. I was going to see if there's an ABV on here. 11% alcohol by volume. Also a very wintry can, so it fits the theme. Skull, feel it there? Ooh. Now, broken record. Oh my, there's like a whole second how do like s'mores. It tastes like s'mores. You get like a nice rich kind of chocolatey stout, and then it finishes very marshmallow and s'mores heavy. Highly recommended. That's delicious. Oh, oh, I gotta shake that one off. That's delicious. Okay, so I want to push back on a couple things. First, losing to the Lions is not the shameful act that it used to be. They have a very talented core set of players on the offense, a really good offensive line, and while their defense has been incredibly burnable this year, it has been burnable in the air. On the ground over the last 6 weeks, I'm pretty sure the Lions haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher. They had one who broke 75 ish yards, one who broke 60, and the rest were like 50 or less. So, once again, for like probably the seventh time on this silly video series of mine, I want to double down. Establishing the run is a stupid narrative that doesn't mean anything. When listening to the announcers be like, well, they got to get something going. No, they don't. No, they don't. Dalvin Cook is a great running back. That's delightful. But clearly, based on his franchise record receiving day, Justin Jefferson was able to do whatever he wanted against the Lions defense. Why would you stop doing that to try to quote unquote establish the run? It's not some magical formula for winning. It's a great thing you can do if you have a lead to run out the clock and control the ball. If you can't do it, don't do it. Keep passing. Okay. Whew. Second, poor Kirk Cousins. He has officially been hit either the most or the second most of any quarterback in the NFL this season. And he's still dealing the ball like the way he is. I think that should get some respect, some recognition. It's kind of like we know the offensive line is leaky, but he is taking a beating back there and showing up every week. Knock on wood. Okay, final point. I'm seeing a lot of people like trying to, get the Vikings fans by saying like, you guys are gonna lose in the playoffs. You guys are a fraud. We are possibly the most jilted, disappointed, broken fan base. You're not telling us anything we don't already know. Like, I don't know where these magical Vikings fans are that think that the Vikings are on a highway to the Super Bowl. We got housed by the Eagles. We got housed by the Cowboys. And those two teams are going to be in the playoffs. We're going to have to play them. Now, statistically speaking, rematches go a little better. But we have some serious flaws. Our defense is awful. Defense wins championships. Our defense is awful, atrocious. For those of you trying to dunk on Vikings fans, and I know, like, if you're watching this, there's no way you're one of these people, but in case one of those people stumbles across this video, if you're trying to dunk on Vikings fans, we already know. Like, trust me, we are all watching every game through our fingers, like wincing, waiting for it to all go belly up, like it did against the Lions. Okay, on to this week, because I'm not much of a looking back kind of guy. The Colts are in town on a Saturday, which is why I ran out of time. Or sure, we'll blame it on that. The the Colts have like the lowest scoring or second lowest scoring offense in the entire league, and the Vikings have like I think they've allowed the most yards per game, or second like it. Very stoppable force versus a very movable object. It should be an interesting game. I expect Jonathan Taylor, their running back, to just run the ball right over the top of us all day long. But hopefully, despite the Colts really having a pretty either it's a stout pass defense or teams just don't need to pass that much, but the Colts aren't allowing a lot of points to wide receivers. I still think Justin Jefferson has a chance to have a great game. Hopefully Hawkinson remembers how to catch footballs because I think whatever chemistry he and Kirk have is great. He's apparently great at getting open. Just needs to haul him in. It's the Vikings at home against actually a pretty bad team statistically and on paper. They should be able to get it done today. I hope they get it done today. It would be nice to be back in the winning column. And also, I kind of need the Vikings to get to 13-3 for reasons that I can't discuss until it happens. Okay, one last look at the Winter Wonderland. Enjoy the game today as best you can. If you can find this, I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. Skull feel it there. And go Vikings.